Good morning, everyone. It's Rachel here, and we are doing tag 26 medals. A medal. So let me just have a sip of coffee. I kind of know what I'm going to do. I had to plan this one. So first of all, I'm going to make a bow to go at the top, and I've just got a thin-ish piece of I think it's antique or vintage linen. I'm just going to put a pin in it, and I'm going to do running stitch all the way through it. I've just got perlé cotton, and I'm not even going to stitch it shut. Or actually, yes, I will. I probably will stitch it shut, but I'm just going to start. Well, maybe I'll just go around the edge. Let's go around the edge and see what happens. Maybe I'll just whip stitch around it. See what that looks like. So it's just one long strip of linen folded in half. And you don't want it too thick, because you'll see why, because I'm going to make it into a bow. And this is a cross between Jessie Chorley. I have Jessie's little book that she made. It's sort of more talking about her story, and then she has a little bow tutorial in it. But it's sort of a cross between, she did it a little bit differently to this, but it's a cross between her and Julie Arkell. Arkell? A-R-K-E-L-L. She's a wonderful English slow stitcher, and she makes lots of badges and things as well that could have been inspirational for. I mean, there were many options for doing these medals, many. If I'd had some cool piece of sort of metal sort of thing that I could have dangled down, I would have done that and been really fast. But I don't. I did find in a basket, when I used to do markets, I used to make sort of little pendants and earrings and things with cabochon, and I put this vintage, I found that I had this, and I put this vintage embroidery in there. So I don't know if the colors will work, because it's kind of pastel and I'm doing red and blue, but we'll see. If it works, then I'll dangle it down. If not, I might see have a look and see if I've got a charm or something like that I could hang down. So I'm just doing, it's really messy, I'm just doing a messy whip stitch around the edge to close it. I'm not even going to, I could have done a little back stitch all around the edge, and then left a hole and turned it so it was neat, but that's not what I'm about. I don't want to be neat. Look at these big dog's teeth stitches. My mum will die when she sees this. She'll be like, what has gotten into you, girl? Oh, just enough. I was going to do like running stitch, rows of running stitch, but I think I'll do it like this. Just going to end it off. This is the back, so it doesn't matter. Famous words, huh? Doesn't matter. The more I make stuff, the more I enjoy messy stuff. Okay, I'm going to take some of this, just my thread, that I use to apply things to each other, and I'm going to just go through the center with a running stitch. Let's see more or less where the center is. We'll do that. Okay, put a crease. I'm going to go in here, a little running stitch along here. I'm not giving you any measurements, because it's you just totally eyeball it. You just have to. So what I did to cut my fabric was, first of all, I folded it this way, and then I decided on the width and cut it folded. So yeah, that helped me decide what I wanted to do. Now I'm going to just come through the back here, and I'm going to pull it and gather it, and you see it's already a bow, but we're going to do something else that'll make it look even better, and I'm going to end that off. So I have the idea in my head. Whether or not it's going to work is another story. Now, to make this look better, I'll just snip that there. We don't want that hanging out the side. Okay, now I've got this piece of embroidery here. I'm just going to fold it like this in a random fashion, as you do, like so. Then I'm going to put it here where the center is, and I'm going to squish it down like so, bring it around here, and I'm just going to use this thread to stitch it shut. Yep, that's it. Maybe I want to close it a bit more. Oh, it's too late now. Let me just, sorry, I'm just going to pull that out. I think I want to squeeze it a bit more. Rethread my needle. So this is a very quick little bow, and I just want to pull that tighter like so. Yes, that's better. I'll just tuck that. Not that I need to tuck it, but I'm going to tuck it just so it doesn't overhang the bottom, and then I'm just going to stitch this here. Okay, and then I'll just knot it again just to be sure. Okay, and then I'm going to see if I've got another needle here. I'm going to get this thread, I think. Well, no, I think I'll do it with the red thread. I'll come back to my red thread. I think I'll stay with the red for the minute. I was going to do, no, maybe I'll do blue. Let's switch it up. I'll do 2 strands, I think, of blue. This is 37, DMC 3768. So I'm going to start at the back, but I'm only going to stitch where you can see it, but I'll start at the back, so my knot's at the back. I'll just catch that there. I'm just carefully catching the bow. I don't want to come through to the front when I'm at the back, whereas when I'm at the front, it doesn't matter whether so I'll come through here, and I'm just going to stitch this with little stitches to the main part of the bow. It's very quick. So it's definitely not going anywhere. And I'll do 1 stitch there, and then I'm just going to jump across here because I am going to be gluing it, and I'm going to just stitch here. I'm going to be gluing it down onto the tag, so you won't be able to see that. And I'm going to come back and stitch the other side. You could do little embroideries on here if you wanted to, all kinds of things. I'm just keeping it simple. Okay, and now I'll end it off. And there's my quick little fabric bow. Put that there. Okay, and that's going to go there. Then I've got a little piece of, I think this might be hemp, but it could be a heavy linen, I'm not sure. I'm going to have this here. Underneath there, I think. But what I want to do is I'm just going to, I want to stitch around the edge of it. And I'm just deciding, do I want to offer, I'm also going to put a cross on it as well, but I think I'll go around the edge of it in red. But I also want to put a cross in it, and I thought I would use this fabric here. This is a beautiful old French mattress ticking. So I'm just going to wing it. I'm going to cut, and then I can trim it down. And then I'm going to need a piece. I'll have it going that way. I'll do it fairly similar. Okay, so that's going to go here, and I do need to trim it, so I trim a bit off the bottom. And this is how I work. Isn't this terrible? Help if I ironed it. It's all curling. So I'm going to trim a little bit off the bottom and the side. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to put that there. Don't ask me why the cross, it's just what I liked the look of the cross. That's what I wanted to do. Could be the Southern Cross. Let's say it's the Southern Cross. Although that wouldn't be a cross like that. Well, it can be a Greek cross. Now I'm definitely going to whip stitch around that with red. So let's grab another needle. We'll have all the needles going. Many needles on the go, so that way we don't have to keep changing colour. I don't think my cabochon is going to work, but anyway, we'll see. I could dangle a key. I don't know if I've got a key small enough. So let's just go here. I think I'll start with the centerpiece. I didn't even ask you how everyone is. How are you all? I just got cracking and stitching. I'm all about the business today. Getting down to business. No chitter chatter. Some people will be happy about that. Okay. Put that up there. Let me just double check your recording. Yes. So go all the way around, and then I'm not looking forward to I don't think that cabochon will work because it's pink and green, and if it doesn't, I'm going to have to pull down the box, and the box is up the top with stuff on it, and it's heavy, so I'm not looking forward to that. So around we go. So I'm keeping it at the moment to the blue and the reds. Oh, well maybe, I know I've got more cabochon. I've got more of that fabric. Maybe I could put a blue flower in there. That might work if I didn't find a charm, but I still have to get the big box down, which is not going to be fun. As I'm going along, I'm thinking this could be kind of like the middle part, because I saw some antique ones and they were like military ones and they had crosses on them. I don't know much about them. I was going to whip stitch around this bit in blue, but I just wanted to see, and then I would just stitch a little charm on the bottom. I know I've got charms. I still have to get the big box down. I can't avoid that. That has to come down. But I could stitch a charm, but I was thinking I could put something like more luxurious around. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do, you see. This is my problem. But I might. My aunt gave me all of those wonderful, incredible metal trims. You know, with the metal, done with the metal thread, the antique ones. And I could put one of those around. That would be nice. So we'll have a look at that. So I only had I had an idea for my composition, more or less. And then in the detail, that just evolves. That just, happens as we go. So that's that. I love that. Okay. So let's just grab some. Let me see if I can find them. Did I put them there or there? No, down here. Found a few. Those are from my aunt. That one. I think that's, I might have put them somewhere else. I think that's, I was thinking probably, I wouldn't put it there because I'm going to have my bow there. But I'm thinking maybe this one. This one's really metal. Look at and it's got the little loops. I was thinking more that one. Or that one. That one's nice too. So not the thick one. Let me just see here. Maybe that one. Or, oh, I quite like that one. But what I'm going to have to do, I think I might have to see if I can find where I put my, open the drawer. I can't open it. Okay. I may have to pause a minute and see if I can find, I don't want, or would you be able to see it if I stitch it on with this? Because otherwise I've got like a gold thread. I could stitch it on with my gold thread. You probably wouldn't be able to see that. I could, you know what I'm going to do? I'm still going to stitch around it with this just to make it stronger, and then I'm going to attach. Well, let me just see. I'll do a few stitches and we'll see if that will look messy. I just don't want this to sort of fray away. If I go around here like this, yeah, I think that'll be better. I'm going to go around with this first. And the true art of procrastination. Oh, I've gone quiet. I've seen some great tags on the hashtag on Instagram, really great tags. So it's actually a very, when I first heard it, I'm like, oh gosh, I might have to miss this week. I don't know if I can do that. And then I started, you know, thinking there's lots of things you can really do. And then I saw my mum's tag. She was totally got right into it. She had it done when I woke up the next day. And I love that. And so I thought, well, yes, there are actually lots of things you can do with it. So I was actually then excited. I've been itching to do it. I don't think I'm going to make it. Never know. Oh, wouldn't you know? So it is a nice heavy fabric. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I just flicked a pin at myself too. Huh. The equipment quite often attacks me. Quite often. I was hoping to make it up to there, but I don't think I will. I won't be able to end it off. I could tie a knot. I'll not worry about it because I am going to be gluing. So maybe I won't worry about it. I'll just thread it down through the previous stitches like so, and then thread it there, and then when it glues it'll all stay. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to try this thread. If I don't like it, I'll do the other. So it just makes it a bit more. I'm going to start up here because it is unthreading, and I might totally cover up that stitch, but it was also I also did it just to make it stronger, the edge. I'm going to trim that off. Have no fear. No, you can't see this, so that's good. I can go around with this. You'll notice I'm not cutting it. If I can avoid cutting a length, I will, because if you stitch it on before you cut it, then you don't waste any. So I can just see my blue stitches, and I quite like them. But even that, I'm just going to go through the thing. Even the little gold cord the thin one was nice. So if you, even if you didn't have this sort of thing, so I think these are expensive. My aunt gave, as you know, my aunt gave me all of these because she doesn't do this stuff anymore. She does other stuff, like she doesn't use these things anymore. And so I actually, because it's real metal thread, I think it's quite expensive. But you could just get some gold cord. I did like the gold cord too. I was a bit undecided about that, and I didn't want to waste time making a decision, so I just went with this one. Or a baker, well, I wanted to make it look a bit more, you know, like sort of an award sort of thing, if you know what I mean, like a medal would be. I've totally missed the thread there, the thing. So that's why I chose the gold, but I think baker's twine would be really nice too, one of the variegated ones. I don't know, I'm totally missing the plot here. Because this linen has a raw edge, I am pleased I decided to do the whip stitching around it, because otherwise, you know, it's just going to fray all over the place. All the threads are going to come out, and then your trim will just fall off. And I'm pleased that I can't see this beige thread, because that way I don't have to go and search for the gold thread. Okay, so I guess I could pause the video and finish off this bit. Maybe I'll do that, and I'll get the big box down. I'll do that. I'll pause the video, I'll finish stitching this around, and then I will be back. Okay, I'm back. I actually found, this is my middle, I found this gorgeous little flower that my mum made. So I'm going to put that on there, and I'm not going to put a charm on there. Yeah, I like that. So that's going to be stitched on there. Just got to figure out how. Like that. I'm just going to put it on there. I'm just going to put a few little stitches in there to catch it. Don't have to put too many, because I will be gluing it to the tag. Cute. So it's a stitchy medal. It's not your typical medal, it's a stitchy medal. Did I put the video on? I did. I am having one other thought too. Now we need to stitch this, and I'm going to do that. So I'm going to put that there. I might put a couple of pins in just to hold it. There and there. Oh, not that one. That's not a pin, that's a needle. Put that there. I'm just going to flip it over, and I'm just going to, excuse me, getting all tangled, catch it here. can take that pin out. It's a bit easier in this part because I've got lots of thick fabric that I can stitch it to, and then when I come to the bow part, the thin part, I have to just capture a couple of threads. I think there's somebody behind me. That's a bit creepy. What you doing, Lily?
Pretty.
You want to see?
Yeah.
I'm nearly done. Just let me knot this.
Oh, is that the back?
That is the back. Did it look like the front?
I don't know. I couldn't really tell.
Lulu!
No, because you had your hand in front, so.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Oh, that's so pretty. I like that.
So that's the front. It's my middle. And I was just wondering, I could put a little patch of this on my bow. No.
Yeah, that would be cute.
You like that?
Actually, no. I don't know.
Little one with some stitching around it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm going to do red.
Yeah, red would look good.
Or blue.
No, red.
Red?
Yeah. Contrast.
And I'm just going to go through it with a running stitch.
Nice.
Thanks, Lou.
You're welcome.
Oh, and oh my goodness. Right. One of my favorite color combinations, blue and red. Oh my goodness. Okay, I've gone quiet again. I'm nearly there. And then we're going to glue it to the tag, and it is done, and I love it. I've got to say, it might be one of my favorites. You can make one smaller, and it could be a brooch. It'd be cool on a winter jacket. Or, yeah. Right. Okay, so let's just put I'll put all my needles away because I'm going to move my mat, because I make people nervous when I glue on my mat. Okay. So you got to keep all your bits because you use them. Okay, let's get the glue. And I'm going to glue definitely here. I don't want to glue all of the bow, just a bit of the bow. I don't want the whole bow to be completely flattened with the glue, but I do want to glue all of this down. I'm using Aileen's tacky glue, and I'm just going to put a little dot of glue on there. There we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, yes, that's it. Very good. Very happy with that. And there is my tag, medal. That's my medal. It's a stitchy medal. It's not a real medal. It's a pretend. There we are, blue and red, one of my faves with a bit of gold. Cute. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll put some photographs at the end. Really easy. Love these bows. I had forgotten about those. I think I might need to do some more of them and put them in places. Don't know what places, but yep, they are really fun. I might just, I'm not happy about that little bit there. I think I'll fix that little bit there. Just a sec. Just looking at, there we go, that's better. Okay. That one's sitting better. Okay. So that is my tag. I hope you enjoyed that and found some sort of inspiration somewhere in it. And yeah, and I will see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.